But then I'll get started and just welcome everybody. Want to welcome everybody to 1 Million Cups Peoria. My name is Eric Sampson. I'm with Edgewater Trading. I want to let everybody know that we've got a new team of organizers that are working on making sure that we produce and promote 1 Million Cups on a monthly basis here. Again, thanks to OSF Jump Education Simulation Center here for giving us opportunity to use this fine facility. I want to say special thanks to some of the other people that are involved here in organizing the 1 Million Cups Peoria. Ashley Thomas of Cook With Me TV, Raphael Rodolfi of Videogenique, and Sarah Wellborn of Advanced Media Partners is also involved in helping us. And it's nice to have some representation from the Small Business Development Center here. We've got Kevin in the room, so thanks Kevin Evans for showing up. So just a little bit of background here. 1 Million Cups is sponsored by the Kaufman Foundation, and the Kaufman Foundation was established in 1966 by Ewing Marion Kaufman in Kansas City, Missouri. His vision was to foster a society of economically independent individuals who are engaged citizens of their communities. So to that end, in 2012, 1 Million Cups came about, and it was designed to educate, engage, and connect local entrepreneurs. So they were looking at the landscape of the Kansas City, Missouri startup infrastructure and realizing, hey, we've got a lot of people that are doing things separately, and it would be great to try to build some momentum together by bringing these people together. So they really want to try to deliberately engage people in the opportunity to collaborate. So the 1 Million Cups name was inspired by an article titled "A Million Cups," which was written by Seth Kravitz, who is the founder of a tech startup, I believe also from the Kansas City area. And the idea is that a true startup community is really fostered or built through meaningful interactions between people, often over about 1 million cups of coffee. So that's where the name comes from. I hope you will join us next month, April 3rd, when we'll have Ashley Thomas of Cook With Me TV, who also is in the room today. She will be presenting. Today, we have John Hinnen of the Bandit Ball Project, and we have Rebecca Sexton of People Labs. So without much further ado, we'll let John tell us all about the Bandit Ball Project.
All right. Hello, everybody. First, I also want to say thanks to the organizers. This is a big deal to get this back going. I know it's going to be successful throughout the year. So the Bandit Ball Project, we are marketing a new toy ball, and it is about ready to launch. It should launch online within the next 2 weeks. Been a long time getting here, and it's my second time presenting at 1 Million Cups. The first time was in October 2017, when I told everyone we were about ready to launch our new toy ball. So these things take time. You need patience. A lot of it has been in our manufacturing process. Yeah, so the Bandit Ball. That's my grandson. He's moving to Texas soon, but hopefully he'll still be a good photo model. Anyway, the Bandit Ball, invented here by me a long time ago, marketed locally, and it's going to be made in Bloomington Normal. Those are all the same ball. It's a baseball, a football, and a flying disc. It changes shapes when you put when you band it, thus the Bandit Ball, with just a common silicone wristband. You can turn it to a football and a flying disc. So our customer segments, mainly parents and grandparents of 6 to 14-year-old kids are the main consumers. We market directly on our website. Also college kids and millennials. We have an outreach aspect where we're going to give balls away, and also at a certain percentage, a certain point, when profits start coming, which they hopefully will, we'll be donating a percentage of net profits to charity. Especially retailers, slowly going to start that off, but we already have K's, Hallmark, and Peoria signed up. They're going to start selling the ball in April at the Metro Center. Amazon.com, always important for products like this, and I'm kind of in the process of setting up that to be a Amazon fulfillment product provider. And the last but certainly not least is schools and organizations. As a promotional product, schools can use it for pep rallies, whatever, sports teams, fan enhancement, and it is customizable. So with a certain number of volume, you can change the wristband and even the end of the ball. Value. What do you get for the Bandit Ball? You get good value because it's a 3-in-1 ball. It's the first ever. There are changing balls, the flat ball and stuff, but this is actually the first ever 3-in-1, and the first ever, as far as we know, that changes from a round ball to a football. The round ball is really safe, lightweight, okay, and the football flies a long way. Market size is huge, $4 billion. As far as validation, I did over 100 customer discovery interviews, and 90% of the people said yes, they would buy it. Our updates, I'll run through these and you can ask later, but it started with a provisional patent. I went to the SBDC and did all the business classes, LLC website created. There had been unfortunately a couple articles which you can ask about me for some reason. But anyway, working with our first promotional client, I can't say who that is because it's not finalized, but Friday was huge. I got news that the first balls were on their way and our utility patent is going to be issued. So that was a big day. And our launch is in mid-March. What can we do? Since I asked the question, gee, please spread the word, tell people. People are excited about this. When the video is published, share it on social media. Okay, show your organization. We need people, buy the ball, keep supporting 1 million cups. Okay. So. Play with these during the question and answer period.
All right, so we're at Q&A.
Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are.
So can I go first?
Jump in there.
All right.
Don't ask me. Yeah, go ahead.
So how many items have you patented?
This is the fourth. This is my fourth patent, and there have been a couple that have not gone through. But so this is the fourth second utility patent, 2 design patents.
So
Another on the way.
okay. Tell us, and also the other thing that I would ask you about, what was the inspiration for the Bandit Ball?
So I have a blog on my website, banditball.com. Click on the top, there's 14 posts that tell like my whole, I walk around like a professional person, the whole history of me. But I did this in my 20s and tried to be an entrepreneur. Things got in the way, went to work, for a company, everything like that. But I just cut a wiffle ball off one day and basically found that you could squeeze it into a football. We went out and threw it. My 12-year-old threw one of these 50 yards. So I could probably throw it 20, Vince could throw it 40, it's really cool that way, the transformation. Yeah.
John, what was your first prototype? How did you produce the first?
I actually cut out of wiffle
Was that wiffle
ball?
ball?
Yeah. You can see the actually. This is the one that I This is the ball I brought to the first Million Cups presentation. It's kind of old and crusty, but you'll be able to see the difference. Huh? Throw it. No. Anyway.
Ouch! So, John, can you talk about,
Yeah.
the development of the Bandit Ball and kind of some of the things that you've gone through as you iterated? And how have you figured out how to iterate?
R&D was long, went through the whole process of IP protection. I got the trademark, which is a story in itself. That's approved. Unfortunately, I've done through enough articles and blogs, which Kevin suggested a long time ago. If you go to @banditball on Google, there's 10 hits that are about this project, which is great already. But the challenges were with the manufacturing. It started out being a two-part process where they were going to melt the two halves of the ball together, and that just took time. There's a prototype mold. They did the process, and finally that's a one-piece mold. So that's what's taken so much time. And during the meantime, getting the word out, meeting people, coming to Million Cups, and that. I hope I answered that.
John, how did you find a manufacturing partner?
Actually, by watching a One Million Cups video of the Lux folks, who, which is a toy company in Galesburg, Micah Sarah, is that what his wife, marketed this cool little toy, and there were videos up online, and he mentioned Midwest Molding Solutions in Bloomington, which is his manufacturer for those. They're in Target, and there's a commercial for them right here. But so they're really open to. I contacted a place in Washington. They didn't even get back to me in an email, but these guys are open to. Joe Deemer is the president, open to working with startups and vendors and stuff like that. So it's kind of why did you keep it local, no-brainer.
That's great. What is the material that it's actually produced from?
It's an EVA plastic, which is not, it doesn't break down, it's not organic or anything like that, but it is the most popular material in the world from which toys are made of, so it's totally non-toxic and safe, and along that line. So EVA plastic, yeah.
So John, can you give us a little preview into what your Kickstarter is going to be like? How much preparation have you done on your Kickstarter, and when?
Since we met, I decided to can that. I'm not going to do a Kickstarter.
Okay.
It's just going to be organically launched through the website, the retailers, Amazon. I met with Brandon, I think, a couple days after that meeting, and Brandon Geddes is the head of Startup Greater Peoria, and which most of you probably know, but Kickstarters are good. As much money as you're willing to put into it, that's what you get out of it. I've already put a lot of money into this, so and we're able to just start slowly with the video. Hopefully, if the website gets tweaked a little bit, that's what I'm doing now, and we'll see where it goes from there, because there's a lot of channels in the works already. So there.
Roughly how many units do you think you can ship in a month, say?
They can make from a one-off mold 80,000 units a year. That's or to sell 10 or 100 or whatever. That's still an unknown, and I'm happy to have it be an unknown because I just want the word to get out there. That's why it's important. Like if you guys are on Facebook and this comes up, or just follow through the SBDC or whatever, 1 Million Cups, just please share the video, and hopefully it came up on this a little more shaky than it runs online. But anyway, that's how we're just going to grow it.
What's been your biggest hurdle?
Probably the patent. And I went to Alan Singleton in Champaign, who also, he's involved with local, with Brave Launch and stuff like that. It's a really simple toy. And so, it starts out, well, this could be $5,000 or whatever, but every time the examiner, especially with a simple product, concept, invention, issues comments and rejections, the attorney has to go back. And first we came up against a dog toy, fought that off, and then it was this, and then it was almost a final rejection. But finally, the examiner, because I think the attorneys develop a rapport with the examiners, this happens in life. It's like, well, if you just really focus on the band changing the ball, we can get this through. And he emailed that to me, and I thought, oh my gosh, I thought that's what we did in the first place. But that was, pushed that through about a month ago, and the examiner changed one word, and so it's, I don't know when it'll issue, but within a couple months, I'm sure. Which, in a patent is, name value, yes. Can I, fight against knockoffs and stuff? Well, that's a challenge, but at least I've got the patent, and it's going to be fairly strong. So, and now, I would like to welcome into the room my wife, Nancy Hinnen. That's Oh, okay. So, anything else? It's just really exciting. This is like a bucket-filling product. It's going to be an $8 product. All of our surveys led to that. Bright colors. It floats. You can put things inside of it. So promotionally, the Chiefs could put a bag of peanuts. I'm trying to get in to see the Chiefs as we speak in it, or just throw out 100 balls and 5 of them have a coupon from some advertiser or something like that. So there's all sorts of different possibilities with this. It's kind of a linear process where we have to just explore each. Kevin I have met with a lot, and he's director of the SBDC. If you ever need valuable time for free as a public service, go to him, and he's got a lot of ideas that we're working on as well.
So what different colors are you planning on?
That is the blue, and that is close to the red, but there's going to be a neon green, an orange, blue, and maybe see how stiff that is? Yeah, that's binding up now because it's so old. But bright colors. There could be special events where there's, we have a getting, next year for, it's going to be in the Metro Center in April. It'd be wonderful to have pink balls there because of the race and everything like that. But that's down the road a little
So
bit.
you've already pre-negotiated with the manufacturer that they can supply it in just about any color.
In one color. The wristbands can be anything that we or a client wants, but those could be swirl colors, but they'd be way more expensive. But there's any Pantone color they can make, even glow in the dark. But we're sticking with probably 4 to start, which will be out, within a couple months. But don't let that stop you from buying the blue ball for Easter, because that's what we're looking for, Easter delivery. Yeah.
So do you sell the wristbands and the ball separately, or?
No, the 2 wristbands will come with 1 ball. So you have one to, advertise, and another to wrap the ball with. Then on our website, there's a discount for 3 balls, and yes, so wristband is included, but you can use your own wristbands.
Yeah.
So if you lose a wristband, just that's another kind of thing that's kind of cool about it.
All right.
Yes.
John, go ahead, Carrie.
What is the price point for the balls?
It's going to be $8, $7.99, $8, both online and in stores. And that was what all of my individual surveys, and I had Bradley students do surveys too. There was a variety that they all pointed to that. It's a one-man product at that point. So, yeah.
As our final question to you, we'd like to ask, so talk about the big challenge for you that is next. What can the people in this room do to help you?
My next challenge is marketing. So share, spread the word, tell people.
How would you like for people to share?
You can probably tell me if you like.
Be specific.
Just word of mouth. Just share the video on Facebook. Tell people. There's going to be more and more. This isn't what you can do, but I hope there's going to be more and more balls out there, and kids are going to see them. Little kids. I did an interview at the Louisville Slugger Complex and had children surrounding me, wanting to know when this was going to come out. They were 12 then. It's been 2 years, so I'm 14. But it's a good, fun little product. So yeah, just spread the word, and don't forget us. Go online, and within a couple weeks, and email me, john@banditball.com, if you want any more information. Thank you.
So you can video of everybody here, you want them to share it on Facebook,
No.
Twitter?
I do not. That's a good point. Please, if anybody in Raphael too, just, this is just a private thing for you, a blessing for you guys, just to have that entertainment, because you're the first ones that see it. So when it comes out in social media and other places, then please push the button and share it.
Thank you.
Thanks.